So welcome students to this new lecture. Now we are starting point estimation method of module 2. Section elimination method is complete now, and we will do now point estimation method. In these methods, points are directly calculated for the minimum or optimum value of the function, and this method is also called polynomial approximation method. So as the name suggests, we will be having a function, given function. Suppose some function is given this fx, so we will approximate it to be a polynomial, or for example, parabola equation is y is equal to x square, so we will convert into a like this, and then we can very easily find its minimum point, because just by analytical method, by d over dx of the function is equal to 0, it will give you the optimum value. So thing is this, that this function this is your function that is given to you, and it will be approximated to this known function. So let's see how to do it. So one of the method in this group of point estimation methods is quadratic estimation method. This is the simplest method of point estimation, in which we will approximate the approximation polynomial will be quadratic equation. You can take cubic or x to the power 4 even, but the simplest polynomial for approximation here is a quadratic approximation. And what is that quadratic approximation? It will be, the function is to be taken as, or you can see here that you can write here some suppose g you can write here, because this is the approximate our function that we will take as approximation. It is not our real function actually. This is the function that we will take. So you can understand it this way, that suppose this is your x-axis, and here this is your given function fx actually. So it can be something like this, fx, and on that function you will approximate it to be gx, like this known function gx, and its equation will be this. And here you will take 3 points x1. With the help of 3 points you will find the equation of this function. So let's see how to find the equation of this function. So in this method you need to know 3 points. Let's say that these 3 points are x1, x2 and x3. At these 3 points you will find the value of this approximated function, you can say, and it will be taken equal to the, means this function is your function. This function can be some other function, but you will say that this our function is this function. So when you will put the value x1 here in this function, you will get a naught. So this way you can get the value of a naught, this here, and after then f2 will be f x2, and this value will put in, if you will put in g function, you will get a function like this, expression like this, and then even you will solve it, so you can get the value of a2. Actually what you are doing, that these are unknown. If these values are known, then you can say that this function is known to you. In the same way for f3 also you will do. And its value will be, you will see that this is the expression you will get, and then when you will solve this expression for a2, you will get the value of a2 like this. You can do it yourself actually, it's just mathematical manipulation. Minus f2 minus f1 over x2 minus x1. So we will use these two, like a naught is equal to your function value at x1, and a2 will be this. When you will put all these values, you will get a1, and a2 you will get this way. And after then, after you know the function, what you will do, that you will find the optimum value. Optimum means minima or maxima kind of thing that you do. So now the function is known to you because all the constants you have evaluated with the help of formula. So you can write the function here. Now for optima for maxima and minima, what you do, that you differentiate it with respect to x, and when you will you make it equal to 0. Always you do this. So when you will differentiate this constant with respect to x, it is 0, and when you will do this it will be a1, and when you will do this it will be a2 x minus x1 plus x minus x2. So just very easily you can do. Now you solve it for x. So when you will solve it for x, you will get what? You will get minus a1 over 2a2 plus x1 plus x2 by 2. So and you can say that this is the value at which the function is optimum or minimum or maximum. So very simple concept it is. So now I am writing the function in more better way. This is your formula for the optimum value of x. So let's apply this to our numerical problem. This is the example. Find the minimum of this function or the optimum of this function fx, this x square plus 10 by x, and interval is given to you, that is 1 3. So how you will solve this? So what you are given, that 0 1 2 3 4. So this interval you have been given, and now what first step is, what is the actually first you write the function, actually this here, x square plus 10 over x, equation number 1 you can say. Now the step 1 is take 3 points. Take 3 points. First point is 1, second point, last point you can take 3, and one more point in the middle you can take 2, this point. So any 3 point you can select in the interval, and after then find the function values on at these points. So this is the function value f(x1). When you will put this, you will find this is to be 11. Calculate it yourself. When you will put here 2, you will find it is to be 9, and when you will put here f3 or fx3, that is the 3, you will find 12.333, like this. And then now you can calculate a1 and a2. Okay, so what is the formula used? This is the formula used. A1, for A1 the formula is this: A1 is equal to f2 minus f1 over x2 minus x1. So when you will put all these values here, like f2 is this, f1 is this, and x2 and x1 you know what they are. So you will get minus 2. The same way you can find a2 with the help of this formula. Where is the formula? Yes, this, in which all the values you put f1, f3 and all these values. So when you will calculate it, you will find it to be 6667. so it's very easy to find with the help of formula. And after then, in the last step, calculation of x optimum. So it is as you can see, the formula is this. All the values you put, all the values you know, actually x1, x2, you know all these values. When you will put this, you will find that this is the optimum value it is giving to you. So if you can visualize this on the graphics, you will find that optimum value is coming somewhere here. So this function will be coming like this way. And if you will estimate the optimum value with the help of analytical method, that is, you just solve this equation. This is the function here, by just your elementary methods, like you do dy over dx is equal to, you calculate it's like this, you do 10 over x square and then equal to 0, then x, you will calculate, you will find this is x will be about this. So it is by approximation it is giving you this value, and your real actual optimum is at this point. So this much error it is giving, but you will see that we can eliminate this error with the help of successive quadratic method, and in the next class I will explain that method to you. Actually in module 2 the successive quadratic method is in your course, not this method, but that method is based upon this quadratic estimation method. So it is necessary to understand this estimation method. So students, thank you very much. In the next class we will discuss successive approximation method. Okay.